Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this edition of ACC Live. My name is Renee Esparza, and I am the Transfer Resources Director here at ACC. And I am so excited to have our Transfer Tuesday specifically this week for two reasons. First of all, it is National Transfer Student Week. So everybody around the nation is celebrating transfer students. But here at ACC, we are celebrating Career Ready Week. And so to join me today and talk about how career services helps work in conjunction with transfer services is my wonderful colleague, Lisa Doris.
Hi, thank you, Renee, and thank you for inviting me. I'm so happy to be here today to talk to all of your viewers about all of the amazing ways career services can help them not only reach their career goals, but also their transfer goals. So thank you for having me.
I'm so glad you were willing and able to join today. So before I get into my hard interview questions, Lisa, do you want to tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So my name is Lisa Doris, and I am a career specialist here at ACC. So typically I work with students in our North Region campuses. I also offer individual appointments virtually as well, but we do have specialists in every region. So even after today, if you feel like you need help in the areas of career preparation, please schedule an appointment with me or one of my amazing colleagues, and we will come to where you are. We are a very mobile staff. But a little bit about me is that I've actually been here at ACC for maybe just a couple days over 1 year. I actually started last October. I moved here from Houston. I had been in the Houston area since I was a college student myself. I've been working in higher ed for many, many, many years now. And I'm so excited to be here at ACC now to take everything that I've learned over the years and share it with the amazing students here at all of our campuses. And I love working with community college students in particular, just because everyone is so unique. Everyone brings something special to the table. So I love learning about what each one of our students brings as far as their talents, their passions, and their hobbies. So I'm really excited to be here. And I'm also really excited because it's Career Ready Week. So if you're in this presentation today and you're looking for a job or an internship, if you're undecided about your future, if you're looking to connect with people who are hiring in our community, we have so many events that we're going to have this week in particular to help you meet your career goals. So again, thank you for having me, and I'm excited to be here.
Lisa, I will say that ACC is very lucky to have you, and Career and Transfer Services works really closely together. And so our team is also very lucky to have you. So thanks for coming to ACC. I know people are probably like, wait a minute, this is Transfer Tuesday. Why are we talking about career services? But the Transfer Services Department, one of the first things that we talk to students about when they are making their transfer plans is talking to them about selecting a major, doing some career exploration, exploring different career paths. So how do you think that ACC Career Services can help students plan their future transfer?
Yeah, that's a really great question, Renee. And thank you for asking that, because a big part of the career exploration process is first deciding on a major or a career pathway. And that's really important regardless of what your goal is. So if your goal is to transfer to a university, you want to know what you want to major in before you make that transition. We don't want you wasting your time, wasting your money taking classes that you didn't intend to take. So we can help you in that process, in that exploration journey. We have counselors on our staff who are licensed professionals with expertise and training specifically in career development. So for sure, if you feel that you need counseling because you're undecided on your major, or if you've already changed your mind about your program several times, then for sure, I definitely recommend that you connect with us after this meeting today, meet with one of our counselors, let them help guide you. We want you to know how your skills, how your interests translate to different career paths. Because when you take that time to do this exploration now, you're going to be more motivated to complete your courses, and you're going to be more confident in your transfer choices as well. So for sure, if you are undecided on your major, or you're just not sure that you've made the right choice, or if you're just not sure about all the options that are available to you after graduation, then for sure you want to connect with our department so that you can meet with one of our amazing counselors.
That's so awesome. I think that early exploration is so vital to creating a smooth path to an associate degree or to a bachelor's degree. Um, I have interacted with a lot of students that utilize career services and the students who are working with transfer services. And sometimes they face challenges, right? They hit a roadblock or they're not sure what to do. What are some of the common issues that you see students facing when they're trying to figure out what's the right career path for them?
Yeah, really good point, Renee. And so, one of the biggest challenges is one we just talked about first, figuring out what you want to do. But then, even after that, you have to deal with noise. And I think this is a really common problem at this age. And as a college student, you get so many comments and advice, suggestions, and questions from other people about the direction that you're going into. I know I went through this as a college student. I can still hear my dad's voice. What are you going to do with an English major? Like, what are you going to do? What kind of job are you going to get with that major? I used to hear it all the time. So, learning how to have confidence in your choices and to trust yourself, that's something that we can really help you do through the career exploration process. But these days, I think that students have it even more difficult than back in my day. There was no social media, right? It wasn't a big part of what was going on at that time. So, you get noise from so many different directions. So, social media, we all know that there's a big difference between what you see online and what's real, right? So you have to make that distinction. You can't just go by what you see on social media when it comes to figuring out what you want to do with your career. The other place where noise comes from is from your friends. You might have friends who are taking similar classes that have similar goals, but maybe they're not moving at the same speed as you, or maybe their path is a little bit different. So you don't want to take guidance just from your friends because they're probably not as knowledgeable as you think they are. So I always say, follow up with your academic advisors, follow up with a career specialist like myself or a career counselor, and let us help guide you. Also, your parents and your family, that could also be a source of noise. I mean, sometimes parents can be a really great source of information, but typically you only want to take that guidance if their career happens to be the right one for you. There could be several hundred possibilities for you. If you're going to walk in your family's footsteps, that's a great source to get information about your career pathway. But if your parents are doing something completely different from what you want to do, then they may not be the best source. So again, it's all about learning how to trust yourself, go with your instincts. So when you're starting to feel pressure, I definitely recommend that you speak with a career counselor, get professional advice. Let us guide you in the right direction because ultimately you're the one that has to live with the choices that you make. So we want you to have confidence in your ability to make a choice that works well for you in the moment. And just know that the outcome of your decision may not always be what you expect, but you'll always have the opportunity to make a different decision down the line.
I have heard you present about the noise before, and I think it also is really relevant for students who are deciding where they want to transfer, right? I work with students all the time who are like, my dad went to Texas Tech and I'm going to be a Red Raider, or my boyfriend's at UT, so I'm going to go there too. And it's really, like you said, about exploring yourself and figuring out what your strengths are and being confident that where you're going or what you're going to major in or the career field that you're going to is something that you are going to wake up every morning, wanting to do or in an environment that you want to be. So I absolutely love that advice. So thank you for sharing that. I know career services offers more than just career and major exploration. So what are some of the other services that career services provides?
Yeah, so we have so many different ways in which we support our students, right? So we want to help you find employment. That is our goal. We want you to find employment that's meaningful and sustainable. So we offer support in many different ways. One of the things that we do is individual career coaching. So again, if you need an appointment, we want you to meet with us one-on-one. We can give you individualized support to help you reach your career goals and also your academic goals. They all go together. We help you with your resume. We want your resume to be really polished and professional before you start sending it out to recruiters. So whenever you're ready to have your resume reviewed, we want you to follow up with us. We also can help you with your job search. So if you're just not sure where to look for new employment opportunities or new internship opportunities, we have a job board here where we can connect you with employers who are looking to hire our students. So for sure, follow up with us if you're looking for any type of employment, whether it's part-time, full-time, or an internship. We have those resources available. We also help you with your interview skills because we know that no matter how qualified you are for a job, no matter how great your resume is, if you can't interview effectively, that's still going to be a barrier. So we want you to know what questions are going to be commonly asked during interviews, and we want you to know how to answer those questions confidently so that you can actually land that dream job. So if you need support in any of these areas, then for sure follow up with us. So in addition to career exploration, we want to help prepare you to take that next step in your professional career.
I think about that practice for interviews a lot. And you helped me practice with our Facebook Live. So thank you for that, Lisa. Lisa's an expert.
Thank
Um,
you from the expert. I learned from
we
the best.
With our transfer population, we have a
Mhm.
lot of students who are applying to universities that do a holistic application review. And this might mean that they have to submit essays that talk about their experience or an academic resume. A lot of our students are wanting to find those opportunities to build that holistic academic resume or have experience to write those strong essays. You mentioned you have connections and ways to help students find these opportunities. So, can you tell us more about where they can find available jobs and internships?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because it's not just about what you're going to do after graduation, it's about developing the skills right now as a student that are going to make you more viable when you are filling out those transfer applications as well. So we want you to be developing those skills before you graduate. And a great way to do that is by taking advantage of internship opportunities, especially opportunities that are specific to your industry or your career choice. So we do have a job board here at ACC. It's called Handshake, and it is exclusive to our school. We're not the only college using Handshake, but this is where we post any opportunity that we know about. So whenever there's an internship, a part-time job, or a full-time job available in our community, we're going to post it on Handshake. And there are several exclusive features and benefits. The one thing that I love about Handshake is that it's more limited. So you're not competing against professionals that have years and years of experience in their field. Handshake is just for college students. So most of the employers that are posting on Handshake understand that you may have limited experience in your field. They're offering entry level positions that are meaningful and that can support your career goals. And then also, most of our employers understand that you are students. So they're more willing to offer you a flexible schedule if you're planning to work while you're attending school. So that's a great benefit for using a platform like Handshake. Also, you can get personalized job recommendations. So once Handshake understands how it can help you, then it wants to recommend jobs that align with what you're actually looking for. You're also going to have access to thousands of employers in our local area. We also post flexible jobs as well as remote jobs. So you'll see all of those opportunities. And then you also have more visibility because you can message directly with recruiters. So if you have any questions about a job that's posted, maybe you have a question about the salary or the pay, then you can reach out directly and speak with the people who are actually making these hiring decisions. So there's so many great ways to use this platform. We also allow you to register for several workshops and events that we have throughout the semester through your Handshake account. So if you're new to Handshake, I recommend that you sign up for one of our Intro to Handshake presentations that we do throughout the semester. We really go through how to use this platform effectively. You can also schedule an appointment with us one-on-one to learn how to best use this to optimize this experience so that you're finding opportunities that really align with your interests and your goals.
Handshake is awesome. I think I've said awesome to a couple of the resources you've mentioned today because career services is awesome. And so, Lisa, I know that this is Career Ready Week here at ACC. Are there any events scheduled for the rest of the week that our audience should be aware of?
Yeah, it's our most specialized week of the entire semester when it comes to training and information to help you get hired. So it's like Christmas for us. So we have an entire week where we have industry experts coming, we have our regional employer partners coming, and they're all here to help you prepare for career success. So if you're looking for a job, we're going to have a session for you. If you need advice on your resume, on your LinkedIn profile, on how to interview effectively, we have workshops related to all of those topics. Even if you're undecided on your career path, we're going to have a session that's going to help you out. So I want you to check out our website. You can see the full schedule of events. You can see all of the participating employers as well as the workshops. You'll be able to register for the events that you want to come to. Most of our events are hybrid, meaning that we still have a lot of events that are virtual, and we do have some that are in person as well. So I want you to check out our website, see what events you can come to really take that next step in your professional career. And all of this is designed to help you get ready for our job fairs. So after this week, we are having three pretty intensive job fairs. So we have one coming up on October 25th, specifically for business students and IT students. So if you're in here right now and you're looking for a job or an internship, then for sure that's an event that you want to try to come to. And even if you're not actively looking for employment right now, it's never too early to start preparing, to start hearing directly from employers in your field. You want to know what skills they're looking for so that you can begin developing those as a student. So I always encourage you to come to as many hiring events as possible. So again, that business and IT job fair is coming up on October 25th, and it's going to be at Highland campus from 11 to 1 p.m. And then we have another job fair. So we have some mini job fairs coming up in our North region at Round Rock campus on November 2nd. And then we have one in the South region at Hayes campus. So again, check out our website and you can see the full schedule of events. But this is the week where we help prepare you for those job fairs so that you understand how to connect with recruiters at that event.
I think that's awesome, Lisa. I say awesome so much. I'm just in awe of you and the services that y'all provide. But I like that you all take the time to help students be prepared for these events. One of the pieces of feedback I always hear from universities when we have events is, wow, ACC students, like they are asking the right questions. They're asking more than one question. They don't just come to our table to get, some candy or some swag. And so I think the work that you all do is just really getting our students off on the right foot to be prepared to enter the workforce. So as we get to the end, Lisa, is there one piece of advice you have for students at ACC looking for a job or wanting to learn more about your services?
Yeah, so my advice would be something that I would have told my 18-year-old self when I was first starting out in college, and that's take advantage of the resources that are available to you. Okay, so you have a whole career services department here that's available to help you, not just while you're enrolled, but even as an alumni. If you need support, you can come back and utilize our services. So, what I found through my experience is that the students who take advantage of all of the resources available to them, even outside of career services, there's so many different resources that you should be a part of or taking advantage of as a student. What I find is that students who do that typically earn higher grades and they have more motivation because they understand how all of this is connecting to their longer term goals. So join a club or organization, a sport, an activity, come see us in career services, go see Renee in transfer services, and just utilize all of the resources available to you so that you're really optimizing your experience here at ACC.
I couldn't have said that better myself. I wouldn't have said that better myself. So thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much for being here to help our staff, our faculty, and more importantly, our students understand how career services and major exploration can help them prepare for transfer success.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. It's my pleasure to be here. I love talking about all of the ways that we want to help you reach your goals. And just know that we have a whole team here to help you, not only just transition into your professional employment, but also to help you identify the extracurricular activities, the research opportunities, and the internships that are really going to not only develop you into a strong job candidate, but also an awesome, to use one of Renee's
Awesome.
words, transfer candidate. So again, come and see us and learn how we can help you.
Sometimes I say the A in ACC stands for awesome. I
There you
don't
go.
think that's official, and I don't they probably wouldn't want me advertising that. But thanks again for joining us. Anybody watching, thank you so much for joining us today and sending in some comments and questions in the chat. I do want to take this opportunity to remind or let everybody know that next Thursday evening, we will be returning to our in-person fall transfer fair. We haven't had one of these in person since before the pandemic. It's going to take place Thursday evening, October 27th, from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Highland campus. We have over 50 universities registered to attend. There will be food and prizes, and so we hope that everybody is able to come and have some fun, and we hope to see you there. So thank you, everyone, for joining, and we'll see you at next month's Transfer Tuesday.